Can you tell Jamaica, Mr. Maitland? An argument ensued. How long did the argument continue for? But then, Jamaica, if we're going to do a character analysis of the gentleman, and I've received other intelligence of how brutal and verbal he can become and abrasive. How abrasive he can become, how strong he can become in his position. You're going to tell me, Jamaica, when Donna Lee annoy you, when Donna Lee depend, take it down, and then argument develop. What did you do? What was your response? What was your response? What was your response? Was your response, oh dear, just make it go on, babes, make it stay, man, me nah take it down? Was that your response, Mr. Maitland? Was your response, oh baby, like it stay, man? Or was it that it developed into an argument that became physical, Mr. Maitland? Can you tell Jamaica whether or not you have ever put your hands on Donnelly? Can you confirm or say? Jamaica, the questions are getting hotter tonight, you know. You think you hear anything yet? Can you, Mr. Maitland, tell Jamaica, did you slap her? Did you choke her? Did you box her? Did you thump her in her face? Did you tie her up? What was your reaction, Mr. Maitland? I don't know what your reaction was, because I was not there. But the little that I know, that I can affirm, Mr. Maitland, there was a disagreement in that apartment the morning. And if you deny, Mr. Maitland, there was no argument, I will expose you. I, Andre Stefano Stevens, will expose you. Yes. So, Mr. Maitland, tell Jamaica, tell the world, tell the globe what happened in the apartment. I'm asking you to be man enough, Mr. Maitland, and face Sophia and the father of Donnelly Donaldson and tell her the truth, what happened the morning. You said Donnelly was upset. You got in an argument, but you did not tell the world what caused the argument. You have never said to the world what caused the argument. Have they asked you in the police force or who is probing this case what caused the argument? Wouldn't that be the merit of you being a suspect? I don't know how investigations are done in this country, but what I watch on Lifetime and Dateline and all of those things, there must be reason you become a suspect. And I am saying, you said there was an argument and she walked out the morning. What caused the argument? And if so, what am I hearing? Was that the reason for the argument? Was that the reason for the argument, Jamaica? Can Mr. Maitland affirm or deny the reason for the argument was that of the pictures on the wall? The pictures on the wall. Are the pictures on the wall still remaining? Are the pictures still in the apartment? That is very critical, Jamaica. But then, Jamaica, there is another thing that is pressing that we need to know. Who is Mr. Maitland connected to? Who is Mr. Maitland connected to? Who is Mr. Maitland connected to? Ooh. Now, Jamaica. Mr. Maitland is a producer. He also bodyguards some of the top artists in this country. Some of the very top artists in this country. That is the artist called Joshi. And you see Mr. Maitland. See there? See there? See there? See there? Who is he connected to? There is a school of thought, Jamaica, that there's an underworld operation in this country. A major allegation. There is an underworld operation in this country where some of these law enforcers, dons, police, all connected to a major underground operation. To the point where members of this operation, when they want to clean up their dirty works, they attach themselves to some funeral homes. They attach themselves to some funeral homes, Jamaica. And as such, Jamaica, it's going to be interesting now. Many bodies that go missing, that there's no case for, the police cannot find the bodies. Many of the bodies that have no account in this country, Jamaica, are attached to the funeral homes. Funeral homes, Jamaica. And when the funeral homes get these bodies, they are burnt. They are burnt. I am going to ask Mr. Maitland tonight, are you a part of any group that if something goes wrong, the body is taken to a funeral home and burnt? Can the JCF say if there has been any major deductions from Mr. Maitland's account? Can the JCF say whether or not they have tracked Mr. Maitland's accounts to see if there has been any significant cash flow removed? Can the JCF tonight tell Jamaica can the JCF tell Jamaica this is something that needs an exposure? Did Mr. Maitland, can Mr. Maitland affirm or deny that he's a part of any affiliation that seems to cover up those who have deceased? Mr. Maitland, where is your baby mother? Where is your baby mother? Where is your baby mother? Mr. Maitland, where is your baby mother? Mr. Maitland, where's Donna Lee? Where is your baby mother? Mr. Maitland. Jamaica Constabulary Force. It is my understanding that it is my understanding that it is my understanding, Mr. Maitland, that your girlfriend, your baby mother, have fled Jamaica yesterday afternoon. Did your... Why? And then Jamaica. Let us go into probing now. If you are a member of the public service, don't you need time to get time off to leave the island? So you're telling me, Jamaica, that an officer on duty can just get up and book a ticket and just leave like that? There's no chains of command? There is no chains of command? There is no chains of command. How is it that Kathy Ann Smith was able to leave Jamaica? And she is a part of an investigation. How could Kathy Ann Smith leave Jamaica? How could Kathy Ann Smith leave Jamaica, Mr. Maitland? What's her reason for leaving? Is it a case that she had an emergency? Is it a case that she had an emergency, Mr. Maitland? How on earth? How on God's earth could Kathy Ann Smith leave Jamaica? Why is it so? On what basis did she leave Jamaica? On what basis did she leave Jamaica? This sounds like foul play to me. This sounds like foul play to me, Jamaica. Foul play! I don't know what you call it. I don't know what you call it, Jamaica. But Mr. Maitland, let me take this off a little. Mr. Maitland, I also get to understand that you are very bitter. You are very bitter, Mr. Maitland. You are upset with the mother, I am told. You are pretty much very upset with the mother. Why are you upset with the mother, Mr. Maitland? Why are you upset with Sophia Lug? Halfway Tree Police Station, how are you? Who is the senior superintendent attached to the Halfway Tree Police Station? Who is the senior superintendent of police? Who is the senior superintendent of police at the Halfway Tree Police Station? Do you know that Kathy Ann Smith is no longer on the island? Kathy Ann Smith is no longer on the island. How did she get off the island? Who gave her permission to leave? Mr. Maitland. Mr. Maitland. Mr. Maitland. Why are you upset with Kathy with Sophia Donnelly's mother? Why have you not come out publicly and spoke about the matter? Mr. Maitland, I'd want you to join me on my platform. I'd want you to come on this platform. I would want you to come on this platform, Mr. Maitland. I want to reason with you. I want to reason with you, Mr. Maitland. But there was an argument, Mr. Maitland, that your girlfriend, your baby mother, and Donnelly had an argument. You said there was no truth to this. You, Mr. Maitland, you're saying that the mother is telling a lie. There's no truth to Kathy Ann and Donnelly being in an argument. To you, Mr. Maitland, there's never been an argument between Donnelly and Cathian. Mr. Maitland, so you are saying that the mother and everybody is telling a lie on you? Tell me, Mr. Maitland, tell Jamaica, you are saying, Mr. Maitland, that there has never been an argument with Cathian and Donnelly. So you are saying that Sophia is lying. A gun was never pulled at Donnelly. You are saying that Sophia is telling the world a lie. That a gun was never pulled. Because you are saying, Mr. Maitland, if a gun was pulled, you are saying if a gun was pulled, this is your argument, you know. If a gun was pulled, you know Sophia would have gone to the police already. So you're saying they have never had a disagreement, they never fight over you. The two women, them never fight over you, Mr. Maitland. Mr. Maitland, you are saying that it's a lie. Wow. Wow. Mr. Maitland, you also went further to my understanding to say that your baby mother never visited your apartment on the day. Am I correct? You are saying that the argument that Miss Sophia put out, that there were two, the baby mother and another police officer who went to the apartment. You are saying that that is also a lie. You are saying that Cathian and another police never go to the never go to the apartment. But if you weren't at the apartment, Mr. Maitland, if you weren't at the apartment, how did you know that they did not visit? How did you know that they never visited? How you know, Mr. Maitland, that they never visited? How do you know, Mr. Maitland, they never visited? Mr. Maitland, can you tell Jamaica where Donnelly is? Can you tell Jamaica where Donnelly is? Mr. Maitland, the morning, the Tuesday, what is the day that garbage truck, Chelsea apartment, what is the day that the garbage truck typically comes to the apartment? What is the day that the truck typically comes to the apartment? What is the day? Is it a Monday? Because everybody have a particular day, you know. Everybody has a particular day that a rubbish truck. Like for me, the rubbish truck comes either on a Thursday or a Friday. No, the Friday or the Saturday. That's the day that the rubbish truck comes to my space. So what is the days that the rubbish truck come to your apartment? Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. Is it coincidental that it came on Tuesday, or is it that on a Tuesday it normally comes? But from my understanding, Mr. Maitland, when the rubbish truck came, there was not much garbage. There's not much garbage. I am told that let me remember what the investigation said. A PC, a TV, something like a TV. A box reflecting that of a TV was thrown into the garbage. Can you say, Mr. Maitland, where the garbage is? What's in that garbage? Did the garbage come from your apartment? Did the garbage come from your apartment? Can you tell Jamaica if you carried that garbage to the apartment? From your apartment to the skip? Mr. Maitland, these are pressing concerns. These are pressing concerns. These are concerns for every Jamaican. Every Jamaican would wonder, was it by coincidence or was it by error that the garbage truck came to Chelsea apartment on that day? Or is it that that is the day that the rubbish truck always comes? Tell Jamaica, Mr. Maitland. Tell Jamaica, Mr. Maitland. What was in that PC box? What was in the PC box? Did you call NSWMA to come and take up this garbage? What was so special about this garbage that it could not wait another day? What was so special about this garbage that it could not wait no other day? Or, Mr. Maitland, was it a case? Was it a case? The garbage truck came, took up something, and then the funeral home went. Did the funeral home meet the garbage truck? Did the funeral home go to Riverton City? Was it that the reason why there is fire at the Riverton? How coincidental that a fire broke out Wednesday at the Riverton City? Jamaica, there was a fire at the Riverton that started Wednesday of this week. How coincidental? Garbage come, carried to dump, and Riverton City. Riverton City started to burn. What was there that needed to be burned? Tell Jamaica! How coincidental, Jamaica. We have never had. You see, I couldn't tell last Riverton had fire. And this week, the Riverton City had a fire. Blood. Who started the fire at the Riverton? What was the cause of the fire at the Riverton? It's years now we have not had a fire at the Riverton. So you're telling me, can you tell Jamaica, was anything special? Was there anything special? All conspiracies, Jamaica.